Good day, my friends. Well, it is moving day. We're going to take one last look over here at this beautiful Santiam River. Oh my gosh, I have just loved this place and this spot. Isn't that beautiful? Just the sound of the water. Absolutely gorgeous. We're ready to roll. Well, it is now the next day, and I got here and got settled in, and I just crashed. After I walked around, I did take some video of and pictures of where I landed, so I'll be sharing that with you right after this little clip here. But I have bad news. I'm learning how to use a GoPro, so I'm brand new to the GoPro, and I got a Hero Black 7, okay, and I keep hitting the wrong button as I'm trying to film, and so when I want to turn it on, I could do it from here, and also I need to learn how to do voice control because it does have voice control, and I got to work on that one. But I kept hitting this button, and when you hit this one on and then keep touching it, it flips through video, picture, time-lapse, video, picture, time-lapse. So I kept monkeying with it, accidentally turning it on to picture, okay? So I lost a lot of my footage as I was going to show a couple of the campgrounds along this river in the Camp Sherman area. So unfortunately I lost that footage, so I'll just have to tell you a little bit about what I discovered along my journey, but it's a learning lesson, so I have to remember that all I need to do is turn it on from this point, and just turn on off from here, and I will work on getting better footage. Also, I'm getting a reflection from my vents in the front from the position of this because it's such a wide angle, and I don't know, so I'll have to monkey with this and figure out where I can put it in a position where I'm not going to get that kind of reflection that I was getting. So oops, I'll work on it. But anyways, let me show you where I ended up, and this was way further down a developed National Forest Road, I believe 14, and then it takes you, just follow signs that say to the campgrounds, and there's a bunch of them along this stretch, and so you kind of see a little bit of the journey on my way going through Camp Sherman, and then I ended up picking one of the last campgrounds, which was Lower Bridge Campground, and it is pretty sweet, very pretty, very beautiful spot. The problem is that a lot of these campgrounds along this stretch were really booked full, okay, and they have some walk-ins, not always, but they're not the primo spots if they were left. So anyways, but let me show you this place first. Okay, so how I'm going to show you how they work it out is they put a sign that says open if it happens to be a site that they reserve. So if you, each campground has a selection of few that are considered walk-ins. Some have 4, some have 6, the ranger said. And this one here has 4 walk-ins, the rest are reservable, okay, online. And when you do that, if there's a gap in between, you know, a person coming in and the next person, then they put this little sign that says open, and next person coming in, it's open till like the date the next person's coming in. So as long as you're out by that day, it could be 1 day or 2 days, but they do tell you when the next person is coming in, which is really nice. I really like how they do that here in this area. So let me show you that sign that I saw. Okay, so you can see on this particular sign it says 6:19, and so I came in on the 18th, so I know I could only stay here 1 day. Now if someone else moves out and there seems to be a gap or an open between the next person coming in at another site, you can definitely move, the ranger said, you know, or if a walk-in becomes available, you can stay at a walk-in for up to 14 days. You could just keep paying for it. Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind of how they do it here, but I really like that system. The only thing is this area is a primo spot because of the along the river, and I have no internet here, which we'll talk about that. So the further you get in down this road to a lot of these campgrounds, you start to lose reception. Definitely is a very popular area. Honestly, I don't see myself coming back to this area because of how busy, and it's such a primo spot. I would rather go to some of the other lakes that I think are maybe a little easier to get in, but that's my personal opinion. I don't know, they're just so crowded with people today, and not enough campgrounds to support the people in certain areas. But I just wanted to explore more of the National Forest campgrounds in certain areas and get it out there what it's like in these areas. All right, that was my journey getting here. I hope you enjoyed my journey, my trip out here, and then I really thank you all for coming along, and I'm off to my next destination, so here we go. I love you all. See you in the next video.